Hi everyone, welcome again to another Low on Health Rambling. Today is October 25th, 2010. It's a Monday. It's around 5:51 p.m. Not doing it on a Sunday. I had kind of a busy weekend of sorts, and I really didn't get home till late last night, so I wasn't able to actually do this video, in which case nobody's going to notice. But I'm doing it now. No big deal there. I do want to go ahead and mention the week. The week was, same old work, blah, 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 blah. But the weekend was kind of cool. I basically actually went out and did two different things. The first thing I did is actually I went over to my mom's and did some pumpkin carving. Something I haven't done in, of course, years with her or with anybody. I'm not really that big of a holiday person whatsoever, but doing that was kind of cool. In which case we took some pictures here. This is us after we kind of scooped out the pumpkin and we're working on the eyes. And there are kind of the pumpkin seeds. You can see me kind of splitting those out there. Here's me once again at my mom's place. That's her kitchen. This is me about to cut the pumpkin, in which case she was supervising, making sure I didn't cut myself, because I'm not very good with knives, or I don't like using knives. I'm very tensious around them, especially when it's a round pumpkin object. But these are the pumpkin seeds, in which case, a little side note, I love me some pumpkin seeds. Basically, throw some salt on them, put them on a pan, bake them at like 250 for like 20 to 30 minutes, get them nice and crisp. I love that. In which case, that was another reason why I was there, is to get pumpkin seeds, in which case, I now have this baggie full of pumpkin seeds, which I'm currently kind of chewing through. I'm not a big snack person, but I do love pumpkin seeds. And pistachio nuts. Not really peanuts. Of course, there's another shot of me cutting it. This is the finished thing. We kind of did a black outline for it. And of course, it's not that... It's very a classic, basic pumpkin. I was thinking about finding like a really cool video game template or whatnot, but you kind of need those special little knives and stuff, and it's just... I wasn't really going to go all out for it. So we kind of just went with a simple design. There is out in her jacuzzi. This is it inside, kind of a better shot there of the pumpkin. There it is again, and then that's it with it lit up with the candle inside. So kind of a nice basic pumpkin. It's kind of nice just getting together with my mom, catching up, and just kind of doing a whole type of a family-ish type of thing. Then afterwards, she was like, I'll take you out to a new place to eat, which I haven't been, which is this Zim Zari, which is this California coastal grill. Apparently, they opened one up around here, and she had gone there and liked it. I had never been there, so she's like, yeah, I'll take you there and whatnot. And actually, did like the place. It's kind of reminded me a lot kind of a Buffalo Wild Wings kind of sports bar type thing, but without the sports. So I didn't feel stupid being there. And they have surfboards and kind of coastal stuff all around. And their menu is almost very much like Chili's, but with free chips and salsa, which is cool. No Dr. Pepper, they had Mr. Pibb. But I did end up getting like my classic fajitas that I would get like Chili's. I got there, and it was really good. Of course, I took half of it home for lunch the next day. But a really good place, and the service was really good. It was just an overall good eating experience. So much so that when my mom was paying for it because I'm poor, I actually threw $1 in to add to the tip. And I usually don't do that, especially if a place doesn't have Dr. Pepper. But I added $1 of my own dollar, my own money, which I don't usually like to do, to the tip because I really enjoyed the place and it was really cool and the food was great. And of course that was my Saturday, and of course Sunday basically was Bishop was doing another D&D thing, kind of a zombie-ish D&D thing, in which case I'm going to pull this up real quick. This is the Penny Arcade celebrity game, in which case everybody should watch this because it's just funny and great, a basic D&D game. But at Bishop's place, a bunch of us got together yet again to kind of do a little D&D delve, which, a bunch of people got together and just played D&D for a couple hours, and I really much enjoyed it. Had some new people. Didn't have as many people as last time. Last time we had almost like a dozen people. This time it was like 8. So it was kind of more manageable and not time consuming. But I really enjoyed it. I played the classic dwarf again. We kind of were able to do some more battles. I did get to meet one of my Xbox Live list people who I haven't met before, which was kind of cool. I've played with him multiple times and never seen him. And then afterwards, after the game, we kind of just shot the shit and just kind of talked and caught up and just kind of talked and rambled about games and just stuff and music and whatnot. It was kind of cool just kind of hang out with them, kind of do my social actions as it was for probably the quarter. Every quarter or so, I'll do like a bunch of social stuff so I don't go crazy like the Sims people. If they don't get enough social stuff, they kind of go mad. But really much enjoyed it. Kind of fun hanging out with everybody. And just kind of cool hanging out with people of like-minded people, gamers at heart and whatnot. Honestly, out of that group, I was probably the least D&D. I probably had the least idea of what I was doing. I had a basic grasp of it because I'm not stupid, but they were more accustomed to D&D stuff. Moving on here, I do want to mention PAX, since I'm bringing it up right here. We're getting these slips at work for, time off, and like what weeks do you want 2011 off, and I'm actually probably start taking vacation time and actually maybe going out and doing stuff. So as I'm trying to work out my vacation time, I'm thinking, well, what would I want to do? I usually do the classic week off for my birthday. I'm like, maybe I actually want to go and do something. So I was like looking around, and I can only really think PAX is probably maybe E3, but I would really want to go to a PAX. And of course, a bunch of people have always wanted to go to PAX, and now there's a PAX East and PAX, West or PAX Prime. But PAX East is like March 11th through 13th, in which case I don't know if I would actually have that much vacation time accrued, and maybe I would just do like a Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday type thing. But I'm actually kind of, I'm going to put these up in my like rotation of, hey, I want these weeks off because it's a big, vetting process with seniority and stuff. But I would be very much like to see to actually go to one of these, and that's PAX East is basically March 11th through 13th, and then PAX Prime is basically September 3rd to 5th, which is almost over a year away. But so I'm actually kind of looking actually maybe at going to these, which would be kind of cool. What else I got going on here? Nothing much. I didn't really watch movies or whatnot. Nothing really new came out. Gaming wise, I have been playing a lot of Fallout New Vegas. I did beat it. It is a technical cluster. It's just a lot of issues. I'll do my review of it later on, but it has issues. But recently they shipped me Rock Band 3, which I'm kind of really looking to see what kind of new elements, like as a drummer, I can add to it. Because apparently they've added a bunch of cool stuff to it for every single kind of play type. And I'm really interested to play with the drums and see how it works out. But of course, looking forward, we do have Black Ops coming up, and then Splatterhouse, and then it kind of just trickles down from there. I know Gears got pushed back. Actually, after that, after Black Ops, I'll probably start throwing in all those alternate games like Front Mission and other stuff. But really, kind of about it. Just relaxing, eating pumpkin seeds, and enjoying life. Playing video games. I'm gonna keep playing them, and hopefully once Call of Duty comes out, a bunch of us will get back together and play because they're still playing kind of Halo Reach, and I just didn't enjoy it that much. But other than that, as always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you next time.